And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's get off the field.
Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 60 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the... And, oh, it's blocked. The Panthers get it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here's Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On
first down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Complete to right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Now Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Angelo Blackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Faking the give. Now Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the safety green. Check. Hey!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready. Ready. Hey, that's good. Tight dog. Check. Brandon. Hey.
McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Situation. Let's go.
Watson. And that will be incomplete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, that's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Sometime when I get back. Okie dokie, Mason. My boy.